Over the last 2 days we've been shooting the promo video for our second single, which is called Caves.
We filmed the music video for their first single, which was Maps, going back in January.
Follows the theme of the music video that we shot in January for our first single, Maps, and will form part of a big interweaving short film, if you like, that follows the kind of narratives within the album release, which is set for release later this year.
Chronicles the journey of a young boy into becoming a man and going back home after he leaves home, which is quite an interesting concept in all fairness.
Your perception of home changes. It's about learning to deal with that through growth, which is depicted by the kind of the child, the adolescent and the adult in the video.
We've only got the main actors for only a few more days because they're actually Rich's family and they're only visiting, they're going back to America I think this week. So we had to literally just come up with the idea and then shoot the video in the space of a couple of weeks. So it's all been pretty fast. So we've been sitting around the table each night at Fitz's place, kind of going through the shots as best we can. Particularly the logistics of it is quite tough because the narrative of the video is quite complex. I think we've got a pretty solid shot list and storyboard for today. So I'm hoping we can just kind of rocket through the shots today, and I think it's going to look pretty good.
We've pretty much got up very early in the morning in Tamworth, and we've been filming pretty much all morning and a bit of this afternoon in Rich's house and essentially in his back garden and the fields behind it.
We were filming the young boy Alfie, who's one of the lead characters in the music video.
It's Rich's little cousin, who's been an absolute trooper so far.
He was gathering up kind of exploring gear and everything to go into his backpack before he went on this adventure. And we were filming in a stream down the back of Rich's yard, which was me in a dinghy. And two of our lead characters were on a raft going along the stream. This man-made raft that the band have made.
We spent a lot of time at Rich's house where the location was in the side room, but the more interesting kind of part was the hardest part of the day, which was shooting a raft scene, which over the past week me and the guys have built this wooden raft, and the challenge was kind of to get it to float and to get it to work as a real scene. So that was probably it took up a lot of the first day of the shoot. We had a lot of fun, and Rich swung around and a lot of shit, and all the guys involved found it quite funny because the place where we shot it was pretty smelly.
It was really nice to look at the footage last night when we got back. It all looks really good. Really, really good. Really pleased.
The second day we travelled further afield to shoot the second kind of half of the video.
What we are doing is taking a nice long drive up to the Peak District.
So today we're in Wyoming Brook, and we are returning to Wyoming Brook because about half of the video for Maps, their first single, was shot here. So there's a scene here that we want to match up with that video.
We got bitten a lot by midges, which wasn't that great.
We're shooting some bits for other music videos as well, for other music videos from the album that are going to happen later on down the line, whilst we've got the props here now.
The idea is that a lot of the videos that we're doing with Fitz will be joining together at some point. So we're returning back to a point where we took our actor Simon from the first video, where his briefcase was, and then we're going to be shooting that scene on the large rock there, so it should be good fun. A moment that I would strongly remember will be floating down a very stinky river on a dinghy, using dustbin lids to paddle along, although I did feel very sorry for Rich, who was swimming around in a wetsuit for the entire day.
Building the raft and all the raft scenes were just cool, because when you dream up things like rafts, you just think, oh, it's probably not going to work, we probably shouldn't do that. It's a bit of a logistical nightmare, but when it actually happens and you're there like, oh, we got a raft. I think that was probably the most exciting bit, and it looked awesome as well.
To be honest, I think the whole thing is a highlight, just seeing it kind of come together, seeing the shots that we visualised in the planning process kind of come out so much better than we think of.
It's been a pretty long process. Personally, over the last couple of days I've been wading in poo. running around after children.
We just have a great time on the shoot. After the maps video, like, it was the first video we worked with the guys on, and it was just handled so professionally, and it's like we're on the same wavelength with the ideas we have.
It's been amazing to work with Fitz and the band because it's been like a massive collaboration. It's quite hard to put myself down on the credits as director because I don't think I really direct it, because I think everyone does in a sense. We shoot it, we edit it together and stuff, and we colour it, we make it look good, but I think in a sense it's kind of like a massive creative collaboration. Shoots are always chaotic and stuff, but we get to go to places like this which are incredible. You know, I've never would have seen places like this had I not been on the shoots with these guys. So, and it makes our job easier as well. We you know, we just kind of almost turn up and shoot. You know, we don't have to spend ages planning. These guys are really good production designers.
Far closer than home. Keep yourself safe until morning light show. I am in dark places, only firelight knows here lies.
I'd like to thank everybody that's involved, Rich and Joel as well, who've been really heavily involved, to Alfie, Matt and Kev and all of the Potts family.
Main thanks to everyone who helped out. There was a lot of work behind the scenes, in front of the camera. Everyone did an amazing job and everyone had a lot of patience, so mainly just thanks to everyone involved.
Raise it all and let us crawl, fighting shallow blue horizons in free fall.